What's up, beautifuls? I have a feeling I'm going to have to correct this in a second because this thing keeps falling down on me. There's going to be some outtakes. Hi, I'm going to be running a self-love hack joy shop on Valentine's Day, and I would like you to join me. I am committing an act of self-love right now. I am lying on a hammock in my living room. This is one of the ways that I love myself. I take time to really relax and sway back and forth in my home space. And there my foot pushed the thing. Yeah. That doesn't mean that this is your way to love yourself, and that's what we're going to be getting through in this joy shop. Because it doesn't matter what you read on Instagram, what you learn from life coaches, the tools that you use, if they don't work for you, if they don't come from you, they're never gonna stick. So in this joy shop, we're gonna dive into what do you do that shows yourself, makes yourself feel like you are loved, and what do you want to do? We're going to tap into the coaching process. So it's going to be a little taste for you to understand how to self-coach. So if you've ever been interested in coaching, this is a wonderful way to utilize the methodology of it and get to learn some of the questions that are really beneficial for you to ask yourself at any time around any topic. Since self-love is deeply ingrained in all that we do, it's going to be really helpful for you in all areas of your life. As a holistic coach, I help people with all areas of their life. This includes the mental aspect of yourself, the physical aspect of yourself, the emotional aspect of yourself, and also the spiritual aspect of yourself. All of these 4 areas of your being really relate to or shed a light on ways in which we can love ourselves. How can you love yourself mentally? How can you love yourself emotionally? How can you love yourself physically? How can you love yourself spiritually? So we're going to look at self-love through all of the lenses of holistic coaching, and we're going to nail down some things that come from you. I believe that you are infinitely resourceful and you already know how to love yourself. You may just not have established habits or patterns that make them work in your life still. So we're gonna hack them. I am going to coach you through learning this system, and believe me, well, you don't have to believe me. You can just see for yourself. By the end of it, you will have a tool for how to coach yourself. There's going to be a surprise at the end, a giveaway, and there will also be a major discount on a coming up program that I have. Hint, it's about self-love too. So ask yourself, are you uncomfortable saying nice things about yourself to yourself? Does it make you feel like squirmy wormy when you say, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful, I'm intelligent, I'm masterful at my work, at this task? Do you have trouble when you get asked the question, how are you going to celebrate? Celebrate what? Do you feel like the things that you have achieved are not even that big of a deal? We're going to touch on this too. Do you get jealous of other people? Are you in this like constant game of comparison with yourself, right? You don't judge people verbally or vocally, but in the inner recesses of your subconscious mind, you are creating judgment scenarios, but it's towards yourself, right? It's like, oh, I'm not as good as them. And so you have this like inner critic that criticizes them, but really all external criticism is telling us that we are criticizing ourselves. So most of the most critical people in the world are the most critical to themselves first. Does that speak to you? Are you super, super critical of yourself? You are a being too, and you deserve love, not criticism. Okay? And finally, do you value yourself, your worth, on things like numbers? I worked this many hours. I worked overtime. I earned this amount of money. I weigh this much. I did this many reps. I did 15 marathons in my life. I even do this. I've traveled to over 42 countries, right? Do we use these numbers as something that we attach so firmly to that without them, if we don't do that, if we don't keep living up to these expectations or standards that we set for ourselves, then we're like, I don't love myself anymore because I didn't meet these expectations. I didn't meet the criteria that I set when they were too high and ridiculous to begin with. So if any of these sound like you, it's okay. You are okay. You are a human, right? You are a spiritual being having a human experience for the very reason of opening yourself up to what is this human experience like? How can I help love myself more through what I'm currently experiencing? To then, the next step, right? I'm going to challenge you here. The next step we're going for is, how can I use that gift that I helped myself resolve these things for or through to share with other people to help them? I'm a case in point of this, right? These are all things that I've personally suffered through, still do, right? Pain, seeking happiness and calm and inner knowing is not an event. It's not one day you get it, you figure it all out, and you're like, bam, enlightened, I'm ascending up to the higher levels and dimensions, and I'm all good. No, okay? It's a journey, and it's cyclical, and it takes our entire lives. So, if you're judging yourself, if you're being a big critic to you, if you feel icky saying really good things about yourself when you know they're true, but it just feels like, I can't say that, it's so like selfish and boastful and arrogant, this is for you, okay? It's free. You just show up on Zoom. If you're in the East Coast of the US, it's going to be early, crack of dawn, before dawn, pre-dawn style, okay? It's 5:30 in the morning. It's 5:30 p.m. here in Cambodia. It is 6:30 p.m. if you're in Perth or Western Australia or whatever other cities are parallel to that time zone or longitudinally, whatever. If you need help in deciphering what time that is for you, I have this cool app called Time Buddy. It helps me to figure out what time that is. So just shoot me a message and say, Beth, what time is this for me? And I'll let you know. But the cool thing is, if you just send me your email, I will send you the Zoom link to log in. And if you cannot make it live, I will email you the recording of the session. So no matter what, you can still get it. You can still love you some more by your own rules, right? You set the rules. It's like the key idea in Inception. You see, hear my fan is blowing on me, so I heard that like warbly. Inception, right? We have to incept the idea into you in order for you to implement it into your life. It has to come from you, right? You have to believe that it's going to work for you. It has to come from things that you've already found success in. It's also what Dale Carnegie says in his famous book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You have to be interested in them, so you have to show that interest to yourself. If you're not interested in the way that I love myself, you're not going to do it. Right? So it doesn't matter if it comes from me. I'm not giving you, I do give tools all the time for how to love yourself more. But in this Joy Shop, we're going to work with your tools. What's worked for you in your life and how you want to design more self-love in your life by looking at these 4 areas. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. And if you want to sign up for it, please just send me your email somehow. You can DM me, you can message me, whatever, any platform, anywhere you know me. I will put the details of how to contact me via email in the description, and please just reach out. I can't give you this link if you don't email me or send me your email. I have to send it through an email. So yeah, send me your email. I'm not going to spam you. What I do with emails is that I send you self-love I send you self-love. They're called love letters to your inbox. So I will continue to send you free things like yoga classes, restorative, yoga nidra samples, moon restorative yoga classes, themes that are coming up in the universe, ways that you can use yoga to help yourself love yourself more. And I'll often add a little thing at the bottom like, what's coming up? What's new? That's it. That's it, okay? So I love you. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to see you live, face to face, on Zooms, on the Zoomies. Mwah. Thanks for being here.